Sorry to keep you waiting. Oh, that was good. Good. How was it? He did good?
He talks about rooting with Coach Cassidy right now.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's he probably didn't know that. He didn't know he's in for that when he came in here. But the key to that deal is Nancy Cassidy is a really good cook, so I'd trade with him. So what else you got?
Steve Miller, a guy who didn't really start last year, was the 6th or 7th offensive lineman, first team All-Spray. What do you see?
Yeah, Steve got to play in some games last year. He got him some valuable experience, and he's been one of the bright spots. You know, he's very, very athletic, a guy very big, very explosive for his size. I mean, he's a big dude. He can flat move and run. So he's had a solid spring, and just got to continue getting better every day. But he's doing a great job.
Have you seen the offensive line progress, become a more athletic group during your time here over the years?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think we've done a good job of recruiting, and obviously we want the length. But I like the physicality of this bunch. You know, I like their demeanor. Is what I mean, you know, just we got some hard-nosed, tough guys, and so you know, I really like that about them. And then yes, we want our guys to be athletic. Obviously, we don't like a bunch of excess weight on them, and so our guys are fairly lean. You know, I guess if you can be lean at 300, 310, we don't really want them any more than that. We want lean muscle mass, and so I think that group's developed. But we got to continue to develop. That's going to be the key to our success offensively.
Coach Baker was talking about the tight ends a bit, and you mentioned Christian Hill. Do you see him being somebody?
Yeah, I think you know, Christian is just, man, a guy that you talk about character and smart, disciplined, tough guy, and we just, you know, kind of, you know, he was in the rotation over on defense, but we thought that he could really be, you know, we just want to look at him and see if he could be impactful as a blocker and as a tight end, you know, because he's an athletic guy. And so, you know, he did some of that last year for us out of our Sparky package, and so we put him over there, and I think it's well worth the investment, and it's been productive to this point. So something that I think is going to be productive for us. That's been a pleasant surprise there.
Talk about the last scrimmage being won by the defense. Are you kind of expecting it to even out?
I don't know, man. That's the good thing about games. You never know what's going to happen. But no, this will be, you know, we only have 2 scrimmages really, all-out scrimmages during the spring, and so this one is the biggest evaluation for us. So it needs to go extremely well. So I'm looking for it to be extremely competitive, and it'll be really like a game, even more so than the other one. We'll put the clock, we'll kick it off, just play it just like a quarter, and yeah, everything will be just like a game.
Coach Napier spoke how Tom had some hope this season.
Tommy's really come on. You know, he it was obviously learning early in spring, and he's just really come on. I mean, he's really come on with his physicality, and he's learned what he's doing, and been very impressed with his progress. He's a guy that stuck out to me the last couple of workouts.
You obviously known Phil Bennett for so many years. This is the first year after actually coaching him on the same staff. What have you seen from him so far? I know it's no surprise. What do you expect?
You know, just you know, he's obviously got a wealth of knowledge, intensity. You know, you got to play defense with great passion, and they'll play like you coach them. And you know, so that's the thing. You know, great teacher, great intensity. Just exactly what I thought. So he is and a guy that's very adaptive. I mean, so but I more than anything, I think defensively you got to have a guy that's the, you know, the pulse of that group. And so, man, I wanted, you know, what he brings is that fire and that confidence, and you know, that's how you want that defense to play.
It's almost like a running feed as well as new assistant coaches like Coach Sale, Coach Slater.
Yeah, I just, you know, I really believe that, you know, I want guys to be positive. I want positive guys. I want guys that are confident. And I think these are all characteristics of what a great teacher is. But this is football. This is not, you know, it's not world history. It's not, you know, I mean, you got to be a teacher. This is football, man. This is a physical, demanding. I mean, you got 11 guys. There's not 5. There's not 3. There's not 2. There's 11 guys out there. Then you got 11 guys on offense. There's 22 guys. I mean, so getting everybody to be on the same page takes you got to overwhelm them with that energy, that positive energy and intensity. And it's such a game that's won by the team that really mentally and physically, you know, whips the other team. And so that's something as, obviously I have tremendous respect for the guys that were here, guys like Chris Thompson and, Jay Norvell and Chip. I got great respect for those guys. And so, when you lose good people, I wanted to not stay like we were. I wanted to get better. And so those were some of the things that I wanted, that I wanted to have the same level of character and integrity and teaching ability. But I wanted some more, we call it juice, man. I wanted some more juice, And so I think that's what we have.
Why is it so important to have coaches who have, you mentioned
Enthusiasm? Integrity, yeah.
Just the character, because it seems like all the stuff want to affect
Well,
players.
here's why. Here's why it's important to me personally. Coaches that made the difference in my life were not guys that were just drew up some plays. They weren't guys that were, just about energy and enthusiasm. They were men that brought out the best in me and would not accept the worst in me. And so when we talk about the values of our program, I will not compromise that. And that's something that I think is important because it's so important. We're a team, so we got to have one vision for how we think, how we come together. If not, it's just too much. It's everything going in different directions. And I just think I owe it to my players to give them and teach them the values that I learned from this game, and of character and having a servant's heart, having an attitude of gratitude, being disciplined. I would rather lose than cut a corner or take a shortcut, because once you take that shortcut, you can't win, even if you win. And I'm talking about in relationships too. That's one of the reasons why I'm big on that. I mean, we're going to strain and train our players. We're going to be demanding on them, but we're going to do it with respect. And that's something that's important to me. It's just and it's what I firmly believe in. So I'm really proud of the guys that I've worked with and the people that I bring here. And it's my responsibility to bring people here that fit what this university, what Dr. Crow and Ray and on down, that's what we believe. It's important. The culture is the most important thing, because we're here to and most of these guys are not going to play, at the next level. I think 2% or whatever. So it's so important that we teach them about living a championship life. And the greatest thing you can learn, man, is to do things the right way and to be a giver. That's the greatest thing you learn in your life. So that I'm pretty passionate about that. So, with my coaches, that's something that I want from them. And it's hard. Now, it's hard to get people, that understand that. But that's what I mean by talking about what a teacher does. So if I demean and demoralize you, if I, what part of that is teaching? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I never say a cuss word. But if I'm cursing you, what part of that is teaching you, or am I just frustrated and venting? So, I just think that's important. And we're not, none of us are perfect. We all make mistakes. But I think if you surround yourself with men, that they make me a better man. And so we don't accept the less in each other. We demand the best, and that's kind of why I believe that way. So no matter what, we're going to win, because having that integrity and those values is what's important to me.
Coach, you have a lot
Shouldn't ask that question. That's something I'm passionate about.
You have a lot of veteran experience here inside linebackers with DJ Calhoun and Christensen. What have you seen from them this spring?
I think they've been much improved. One of the things when you're a returning starter, when you, we talked about every position is up for battle, and it's up for competition. And I think competition makes you better. And I think the guys behind him, I think Grenard's had a great spring. Kalen Thomas made some great plays today. So I think as you get more competition, it pushes guys to get better. And then obviously DJ, this being his last year, Christian still got 2, but they get a little older and more mature. They understand and just take a different approach. I think those guys have both matured.
You talked about Mario losing some weight and being lean and quicker and that. Are you
Yeah.
seeing that already?
Yeah, I'm not really concerned about people's weight. I want them to be lean muscle mass, and speed and explosive power is what you want. And so he has leaned up a little bit. I want him to continue to do that, and I just want him to be at his peak potential. You know, what his peak performance from a speed standpoint and explosive power. And you can tell a difference. I can tell he's quicker and he's more explosive.
And what about Caleb? Where do you see his block? Where do you see him at this point?
Calen's a very, very versatile player, very explosive player. I think both those guys are two guys kind of the same boat. The guys that going into their last year, you can tell they've matured. Being more consistent. Every day. When you're younger, you tend to go to practice, and whatever mood you're in, that's how you practice. And so much more, mental maturity from our guys. So we got a lot of veterans in key areas, and so I'm excited for Kalen. I think he's gotten better every single day, and I think he's matured, and sky's the limit for him.